Okay, let's continue. Так, he has left. Take some more ammunition.
Greetings, Captain.
Let's see, what quest does he have? Aligning the houses. Assist in Dazra. Where is it? Go by feet. Does he go in the right direction or not? It shows him go again. Up, not, let's go. By the lift. Elevator. Let's see. Oh, he's almost here.
Behave yourself. There's already enough trouble.
Go to the cave in my vision, near the edge of the crater. If my vision is true, you will find him there. Go to the cave in my vision, near the edge of the crater. If my vision is true, you will find him there. The High Council supports the Speaker on matters practical and political. Heralds like myself provide spiritual and philosophical guidance. Together with the Speaker, we work to divine the intent of the Great Serpent and to spread his message to the people of House Va'ruun. And, as time permits, I make myself available to the people of Dazra for the same guidance. I exist to serve, as do we all. Farewell.
Maybe he should go to the cave first. Okay, let's go. Let's heal. Let's eat and drink. Where to go? Don't mess with me, guys. Just to go. Just to go there. Okay, let's go. The exceptional gun. Spacesuit. Bunch of experience. Is ready. What is it? No gravity. Water anomaly. Where does the marker show to go? Let's go sneaking. He's moving in the right direction. Another bubble. He's moving in the right direction. Take this one. They not pass at him. Right. What is there? Let's see. Maybe not there, not. You are not surprised me. What is there? Okay, let's go back. Wait, where to go? Ah, you should to go there. What is there? Let's see. I'm also interested in it. Oh, there is a big chest. Let's go. Let's see what is inside. The contraband. I'm not interested in contraband. Okay, let's go back. Let's go where markers shows. We go where the marker shows. Anomalous cave. Let's continue moving. Let's heal a little. What does he have? And where to go? There is another one. I see. It's better to switch on the light. Flashlight. Where to go now? Come get some. Okay, go slowly but steadily. Yes, you can kill. We're playing not in a hurry. No, the marker doesn't show where to go. But maybe this is the only way. Wait. Ah, he came back. He went in the wrong direction. Maybe, but where to go? Maybe in here. But this is... There's no way. Maybe in this direction. I see. It's easy to get lost here. They want to visit almost all corners. I want to visit almost all corners of this cave. Maybe something useful here. But there is no for a while. Okay, let's continue moving in its main direction. What does he have? Not so much ammunition. It is another way. Radiation curate. Great. And where to go now? Let's collect all the resources. Let's see what is there. Cave looks like the cave in the previous game. The imprints. There are imprints. No, no, there is a marker. Anything there? It's what, like some anomaly. And I should to jump or what?
I speak into this void, and it answers with silence. Have you abandoned me, Great Serpent? Do you not hear my pleas? You understand me? Hear my voice. But I do not know you. I hesitate to ask, but what manner of being are you? Do you truly serve his will? You can lie to yourself, shield your eyes from the truth, but the fact that you are here shows you are part of his plan. I have reached out so many times to hear nothing but echoes, yet you, an outsider, hear me plain, and for the first time, I hear you. Clearly your arrival here is fated. By stepping into this void, we are now linked. There is still reason to hope. The Great Serpent will see us through. But time is short. The bridge collapses. The gate is still open. The experiment still runs. Find me in the Scaled Citadel. I will wait for you there.
Come get some. Who wants some? What a mess. Who wants? Maybe I skipped something. Or not. Oh. Yes, I skipped. Is he moving in the right direction or not? Don't be in a hurry. They're really tough. There is another one. There were 3 of them. I see. Right. Should be here or where? Okay, let's continue moving. And get some. Let's test. The beowulf. With a higher fire rate speed. It's even more powerful. Where is another one? it's better to save ammunition for the Beowulf and switch on to the A99, which is also not bad. He went out. Or not. Let's see. Let's go. Don't try another. What is it? Oh, we've been here before, so I don't remember. Where does marker shows to go? Maybe it's better to use fast travel.
How did we end up here?
Go now. Ah, I have to go now back to hell.
The Great Serpent has filled you with purpose. Is that not beautiful? You return. What news do you have of Anasco? Then my vision did not betray me.
Well, it would seem I owe you an apology, sister.
There is no need, brother. Your skepticism only strengthens us.
As you say. But, to the matter at
Does
hand,
he believe me?
did Anasco mention anything that could aid us in his extraction? Yes, the pinnacle of the Citadel was modified to house the equipment to create a gate to the Vortex. If it still runs, that would explain everything we have experienced since the initial incident.
It is much more than that. Normally when I pray for Anasco's return, I sense he is lost, fading. But when I last prayed to the Great Serpent, I felt Anasco's presence clear and distinct. Even as it receded, I felt him anchored to this world. Yes, There are some who suggest that when Jinan communed with the Great Serpent, a similar bond had been established. I believe the same is true for you and Anasco.
I would need time to attempt a scientific explanation for why or how this happened, but for now, let us assume my sister is correct.
And that is the essence of faith. I do not know what lies ahead. My visions do not go beyond this point. But I do know this link would play a role. In fact, I am certain of it.
Agreed. And with this settled, we can now continue the work of aligning the noble houses. Together, we will find a way to complete the mourning device.
This house and town. Okay, let's go where the market shows. Can he buy something?
You do not have approval to trade with me. All must serve.
This is foolish, Victor. The High Council needs access to the power grid if we hope to restore the city. Your inability to provide a legitimate excuse for denying them will only last so long.
Victoria is right. I know you're angry, but you can't let personal matters interfere with what may be best for everyone.
Personal matters? This is a Ministry of State matter, and I will handle it as I see fit. He is a traitor. He turned his back not only on his family, but on our people's entire belief system. The fact that he still breathes is a stain upon the House Vethal name.
You would doom us all with your pride.
I will do as I please as head of this house.
And that all?
If you are not a member of House Vethal, you do not belong here. Another High Council lackey come begging? I told Lovick no more.
Forgive my brother. He has been forgetting his manners of late. Victor, this is Anasco's chosen. You recall Lovick sent word.
I recall he spoke of a newly anointed promised. And we do not need help, especially from an outsider.
You can't continue to refuse the council. You must act. Your inaction is killing you.
Precisely, which is why he leaves me no choice but to say this. My nephew Varric has left, and until he returns, Victor refuses to assist the council.
These are hardly matters for the ears of an outsider.
I don't see how these situations are connected.
Of course not. You are an outsider. You have no understanding of our house.
You're right, I don't. But I'm here to help. So let me.
Is this not the opportunity you've been looking for, brother? A third party capable of finding Varric?
Yes, you said so yourself. Someone with no loyalties to speak of. And if he's become promised, truly his arrival is more than coincidence.
Serpent, give me strength. You both speak true. Perhaps I have reacted in haste. Tell me, Diviner, Are you well practiced in discretion? Then perhaps you are more promising than I initially thought. As Vittoria mentioned, my son, Varric, has left. Essentially, he has abandoned his post. And not only did he turn his back on his house, but the Great Serpent as well. He is a traitor and must be dealt with as such.
Victor, surely you don't mean it.
He does, Luther. He is allowing his fervent pride and anger to cloud his judgment. What my brother is trying to say is that he wishes his own son dead. First, we lose Vashti to that malignance tearing through Dazra. And now you so willingly offer up Varric. As if our house has not suffered enough loss already.
This is not grief. This is betrayal. Not only to me, but to our society and the Great Serpent himself. I do not wish Varric dead, but as head of the Ministry of State, he left me no choice. All must serve. Those who refuse will be met with death. Our duty as wardens is to keep the populace tasked and loyal. All must serve both the Great Serpent and House Varun. No exceptions. Those who refuse must be cleansed to stop the spread of corruption. I will not have it known that I declared my own son a heretic and allowed him to escape our grasp. This knowledge weakens the Ministry of State's authority, something we cannot risk at this time. This is why my interest turned to a third party, someone outside of the noble houses, but we have yet to determine someone trustworthy enough. Until now. Exceptions show weakness, and we cannot afford to show weakness at a time like this.
We have done the same for less. You act as if death is the only answer. What about forgiveness?
I will not risk the ministry's authority on the actions of my own son, even if he is my chosen heir. If the High Council wants my cooperation, I need you to find Varric and carry out his sentence.
And I would ask you to spare him. My brother is acting under impulse, not reason.
I have never been more clear. Speak against me one more time, and you will regret it. Varric has a signet ring with House Vithal's family crest. Bring it to me as proof of death. Only then will I grant you access to the power grid. There is no other way. The Ministry of State must uphold order, and you will be expected to serve as we all do. I recommend you start by speaking to patrons of the Herald's Rest. Some of Varric's associates there may know where he went, but keep in mind, anyone who has directly aided him in hiding is an accomplice and shares his fate. The Herald's Rest is our local bar, and unfortunately, my son's favorite establishment to frequent. And while I know a bar isn't the ideal place for discretion, I still expect you to keep these matters private. All anyone needs to know is that you are looking for Varric. Good. And remember, absolute discretion. All anyone needs to know is that you are looking for Varric for personal reasons. I will not risk word of his disappearance getting out before I can say the situation has been handled.
Remember, Diviner, that I would ask you to spare my nephew. As a high-ranking member of the Ministry of State, I fully support the policies. But I also recognize these circumstances are not normal. Exceptions must be made in trying times. Varric was an obedient child, quiet, always absorbed in his studies to please his father. But the two have clashed ever since Varric sacrificed his growth. He found his voice that day, and to Victor's dismay, he wanted no part of being elder. All Varun children raise a growth, and when they come of age, they sacrifice it. It is our way of solidifying our connection with the Great Serpent. All must serve, and our dedication to him comes above all else. Victor was too lenient with him when it came to Varric's free time. As strict as he was, he allowed him the freedom to associate with whomever he wanted. I think too much time at the Herald Rest showed Varric a different life is possible, when it's not. Not for him. Victor's pride and belief in tradition will not allow it. He sees Varric's refusal to inherit the role of Elder as an insult, and many would share that view. Varric is conflict-averse. Pressure, responsibility, stress, he avoids them like the plague. He wants everyone's approval, and as Elder, that is an impossible task. I believe it is why he has fled. He made his final stand against his father, and rather than face the disapproval, he disappears. What would you like to know? Victor is letting his emotions get the better of him. He was barely processing the shock and grief from losing Vashti. Then came the anger and betrayal from Varric. My brother is a man of pride and great faith. For the first time, I think he does not know what to do. But I am certain Victor does not wish Varric dead. As head of the Ministry of State, Victor feels he has no choice. He believes he is trapped by his own faith and duty. If he makes an exception for his son, and the truth comes out, people will see it as weakness. They will question the Ministry of State's authority, which means they are questioning him. Something his pride would never risk. On the other hand, going through with it, announcing it to the public, that solidifies the Ministry of State as a force to be both feared and revered. Is it not obvious? He has given you the perfect out, the ring. Yes, Varric would be loath to part with it. It belonged to his sister and is all he has left. But to save his life, to save her brother, Vashti would give him her blessing to hand it over if you asked. This is why I ask you to spare him. And I pray I have answers for you. Vashti was my niece. Victor's daughter. Varric's sister. We lost her to the devastation that took half of our great city. Victor will barely speak of her. I think he cannot reconcile the loss with his faith. Diviner.
I
have a
too
job to do,
would
Diviner.
ask you spare
Get it
Varric.
done.
So many lives lost. This family can't afford another. Whatever happened to Dazra, our home was taken along with it. Victor felt the keep was the most logical place to stay until more long-term plans were able to be made. The Ministry of State oversees military and security, so we already have established offices here. Vashti was Victor's daughter. We lost her in the accident. She and Varric were very close. She was his anchor and voice of reason. I truly believe if she was still with us, Varric would be too. Varric is a dreamer who let his fascination with the settled systems get the best of him. You could always tell his heart wasn't into learning about Varun society, noble houses, ministries, Dazra. He was a devout student, but none of it interested him. The only lessons that truly fascinated him were about space and exploration. Our house was taken during the incident. Our losses are great. Vashti being foremost in our minds. Excuse me. I'd rather not speak about it. You don't know Victor Vathal. He may be the most stubborn man in Dazra next to Anasko Varun himself, but that doesn't mean we won't try. He adores Varric, and if he died without reconciling their differences, I think it would break him. He never got to say goodbye to Vashti, and he hasn't taken it well. Until next time.
See to your duty. If you feel it will help. Varric was devout, although he lacked an enthusiasm. There is only one fate for those who would denounce the Great Serpent. When a promise is lost, they must be made penitent, and it is the Ministry of State's duty to see their sentence through. Varric would believe he is above his duties as House Vathal's heir. He speaks of his own freedom when he was born to guide the people of Dazra. He runs from his duty, which means he runs from the Great Serpent himself. Varric has nothing to do with the power grid, but everything to do with the integrity of House Vathal. I will not act until I have purged my house of this stain. Good. You have work to do. The Ministry of State maintains the very society of Dazra. We enforce the common goals, that our lives are dedicated to House Varun and the Great Serpent. In order for everyone to contribute, we do not allow for the distractions of disillusion and heresy. Are you here to help or question my every decision? You think I would prefer to see my own son's severed head? The ring is unique, a gift from his sister, and all he has left of her. It will be enough. Great Serpent keep you.
Should any harm
Remember,
come to Varric,
Serpents
it would
guide
only
you.
further devastate this family. Serpents keep you.
We will serve Dazra to the last man.
What do you want, brother? Is it time to resume our duel?
No, no. I was foolish, Amila. The duel is off, and it should never have happened to begin with. The truth is that when the duel was sabotaged, I had never felt so relieved in my life. I do not want to kill you, Amila. I am ashamed to have ever challenged you. I am sorry. I understand if you never want to speak with me again. I am disgusted in myself.
Oh, come now, brother. I deserved it all. You have shown me nothing but patience for years. But even the patience of a saint can run out.
No jokes, Amila, please. I just want you to know that I am sorry.
I am too. I will try to be better. I cannot make any promises. All I can say is that I will try. I want to make things right with you, with everyone. But I just do not know where to start.
It is all right, Mila. One thing at a time. Get away from me! Get out of my sight, will you?
Not in any mood to speak with you. Look who it is. What duel? You robbed us of the chance, and now I will never hear the end of it. I was ready to die, ready to kill. I was ready. You had no right to interfere like you did. I feel hopeful. And I also feel that I owe you an apology. Danica was right. The duel was asinine. And we would have regretted it. My pride was hurt. But if I lost Borhall... Enough of this sentimental growth shit. Just thank you. All right.
Let's ask him. Maybe he's here or not. He's here.
You robbed me of the chance to defend my family's honor. You are just as slimy as Amila. Are you trying to mock me? You were supposed to facilitate the duel, not scuttle it. You and Danica only served to fan the flames. There will be another duel soon enough. I was a fool, and I thank the Great Serpent that you and Danica took action to stop me. I am ashamed. Yet somehow, there was one blessing that came out of this travesty. I apologized to Amila for challenging him. And he apologized to me, and well, I believed him. I feel hopeful for his future for the first time in so many years. Finally, I am done with you.
Oh.
We lost a lot of good people to the Vortex. Bar seems much emptier. Quieter. No! What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy? Oh, you just revealed the question of the day. Where is Varric Vathal? The worst thing that can possibly happen, happens. And then he disappears. I mean, come on, we're supposed to be friends. Is there ever a good reason to abandon your friends? You'd think B would at least be commiserating with me. But I'm suddenly too drunk to deal with. Some friend she is. All she cares about is Varric. Huh? Oh, B's a friend. Or maybe was a friend. Yeah, Me, B, and Varric makes 3. Figured we were friends till the end. And I guess I am too. I just want Varric to show up so things can get back to normal. Whatever that is. No, I can't. Tane! He mentioned talking to Tane one day about getting off-world. Seeing the settled systems. We never thought he was serious, and even if he wasn't... Tane still might know something. Tane's a regular. I'm sure he'll be by any minute if you just want to take a seat.
This bar is the only thing keeping many people sane.
Are you doing all right?
Some koza to lift your spirits? Sure.
Why would I not?
I worry about you at times.
Just miss him.
Stop! The Great Serpent spared us so that we may rebuild stronger. Better.
Divine, I'm sorry.
Hey, aren't you that outsider made promise that showed up here recently?
Yes. But we will push on.
Oh, wow. You really bought in, huh? I'm an outsider myself. It's hard to get into the whole giant snake thing. Tell me about it. I've been toting stuff back and forth for these people for years and still get the cold shoulder most places I go. But then these people lose half their city and you show up, and suddenly it's divine intervention. It sure has, to say the least. Anyway, enough about that. What can I do you for? That so? Well, I guess that depends, diviner. Who wants to know? I consider Varric a bit of a friendly acquaintance. I know enough about the guy to care about his physical well-being, if you know what I mean. Oh, sure. You just show up out of the blue and suddenly want to know where to find House Vathal's #1 son? And I know he wasn't lost to whatever ate up half of Dazra. Plenty of people have seen him since. Although, let's just say after what went down here, my retirement's looking imminent, and I haven't exactly been saving up for a rainy day. So if you're feeling generous, maybe we can help each other out. Nice to see we operate on the same wavelength. I'm pretty sure he's heading into the Highlands. Just not sure where. But I do have the means to track him. So you just say the word and we're off to the races. Highlands region is the northwest side of Dazra. Pretty good area if you don't want to be easily found. You make it sound creepy. But yeah, for emergencies. Oh no, I'm stuck on you until this is over. Let's just say I have an investment to look after. Once we're outside of Dazra, I'll fire up my tracker, and fingers crossed, it'll lead us right to him. Just head out the west gate, should be the fastest route.
Many of our rank disappeared in the vortex. We were the lucky ones.
Что это? О. Турист.
Hope nothing bad's happened to Varric. I hate to think the worst, but it's always gnawing at you. Oh, this whole thing? Well, truth is, I made a deal with Varric a while back. The guy isn't exactly keen on being cooped up in Dazra. Wants to see what the galaxy has to offer. So I told him when he's ready, pick a safe spot somewhere outside of Dazra, and I'll go get him. Well, I can't guarantee it, but I've got a hunch. If he's run off, wouldn't you take the only thing that could help get you off this planet? Yeah, Varric's a bit of a free thinker. Poor kid appealed to dear old dad on a few occasions, but Victor's having none of it. Hey, no way I'm running the risk of getting caught smuggling Varric Vathal off-world. The moment anyone catches wind of that, I can kiss my life goodbye. Let's hear him. Friend's a strong word. More like friendly acquaintances. Guess we both felt the Herald's Rest was one of the few places that made us feel like real people. Couple of drinks and everyone's your friend in that moment. I've only had a few run-ins with Victor for security purposes, and he's all in. The man embodies House Vathal. He could probably recite Janan's teachings word for word, and he runs the Ministry of State without missing a beat. Strict, demanding, and always watching. The guy's good at his job, but when it comes to personality, I couldn't tell you. Whoever he is, he keeps it close to the chest. Not from the man himself. The only time I get glimpses of who Victor might be is through Varric. It's clear he cares about his son, putting in all that work to prepare Varric for the vultures and wolves when he becomes elder. And get this, he even tells Varric he's proud of him. When you're in the kind of position that he is, I think you have to be. You can't be in charge of security and purging heretics and then turn around and cry over spilled milk. This is Dazra, where noble houses like to duke it out for bragging rights. They see weakness, they take advantage. Ugh. The state's my least favorite of the three. Commerce and conjunction keep to themselves, but state reaches everywhere. Their security, but more importantly, their loyalty. So they'll get deep in your business. They want your motives, your next of kin, your firstborn. I joke. But the moment they get a whiff of something anti-snake, that's heresy. And heresy is a one-way ticket to meet the Great Serpent himself. House Vathal? Yeah, when it comes to House Varun and the Great Serpent, you won't find a more dedicated house. Some are borderline fanatics, if you ask me. One step away from zealots. Victor isn't even the worst of them. Sure thing. He's a good enough guy, I suppose. A little self-absorbed, spoiled. Growing up in a noble house probably does that to you. A little naive, too. He's got this friend, Bianca. She's crazy about him. But the guy's oblivious. And his friend Eggy? Guy needs to lay off the Koza. But I heard Varric let him in on his tab. That's gonna work out well. Blames his dad for everything, though, and I get it. Victor Vathal is not an easy man. He's just used to getting his way and the world revolving around him. When you're raised to be elder, that's bound to bring you all sorts of extra attention. So sometimes when hanging around with us peons, he forgets we have our own thoughts and opinions. Well, it's Victor we're talking about, so it wouldn't surprise me. But Varric can't see how much effort Victor puts into making sure his son has all the tools he needs to take over. He'll go on these rants of Victor drilling him on scenarios. Stuff makes my brain hurt. But Varric talks about it like child's play. Hey, whatever you want. Always up for a chat. Hey, whatever you want. Always up for a chat.
Really helps. See what is there. Right, he should go in another direction. Where is he? Maybe there. And right, he's over there.
Keep your eye out for anything that might point us in the right direction. Friend's a strong word. Guess we both felt the Herald's rest. Couple of drinks. There's gotta be something here to clue us in as to where he went. Veric's been busy if he got this much done. Friends are strong. Guess we both a couple of drinks and every...
Maybe we should to wait. Let's try. Can he sleep here? Come on. He's safe. And nothing happened.
There's gotta be something here to clue us in as to where he went.
Should to investigate what happened. What next? Anything else?
Keep your eye out for anything that...
What's looking for him? Maybe. Run to west.
Still in one piece. 2 arms, 2 legs. Still good to go. All my years and all the planets I've been on. Never gonna get used to those things. Terror, what? I think I'll pass. At least I don't see a body around here, so I hope that means Varric's alive. You find anything? Injured? Hope he doesn't bleed out by the time we find him. Well, what's next? Varric must have fled in a hurry since his tracker's still here. So guess the rest is up to us. Sounds like a plan. And hopefully that injury slows him down enough for us to catch up. Let's head back down and see what we can find. And by we, I mean you. Back on the hunt. That's gonna leave a mark. Bad guys, he comes!
That's far enough, strangers. You want to tell me what you're doing on my property uninvited? Through here. You realize you're in the middle of nowhere. Of course, fellow promised. Please forgive my abruptness.
Yeah, you here obligated? You know it must be house business.
Indeed, brother. All must serve.
Irina, are you sure you know what you're doing?
Zen. Yes, I know quite well. Never mind my partner, they're just overly cautious. But we did aid an injured young man a few days ago.
That's gotta be Varric.
It's too coincidental. It must have been him. We sent him north. There's a long-abandoned growth farm we felt he could make use of. He claimed he lost everything in the incident that swallowed half of Dazra. He wanted to start a new life. We even gave him 2 of our own growths to get started. You're welcome, and safe travels. If you find him, give him our regards.
Great Serpent guide you.
Good luck finding that young man.
Farewell, brother.
Farewell.
Interference with care connected.
Beric's been busy if he got this much done. Nothing going on out here. How about you? Find anything? Sounds like it's a waiting game then.
It seems I have uninvited guests. You want to explain yourselves?
Whoa, hey, it's me. Dang. Put the gun down already.
It's not you I'm concerned about. It's your friend. I wish I could say I was pleased to meet you, but something tells me this isn't a social call. Please, if you're here on my father's orders, allow me to plead my case. I'm glad someone does for once. I am not sure how familiar you are with our culture, but all I've ever wanted was the right to choose. I was born House Vithal. I was raised to inherit the role of Elder, to run the Ministry of State, to worship the Great Serpent. But I want none of it.
With House Vithal? Easier said than done.
It's never mattered how much I tried to reason with him. My father simply would not let me go. His pride and the fear of what it would mean for House Vithal is all he cares about. That's the issue. As far as my father's concerned, he's the most supportive parent out there. Giving me all the tools and teachings I need to inherit House Vithal and assume the reins of the Ministry of State. I'm the ungrateful one. I'm the problem. Not him. All I want is to make my own life. Something Tane understood and was willing to help me with.
The credits help too, but yeah. We talked about this briefly a while back already, but there's a bit more to it. I lost my ship to the incident, so I didn't want Beric running off thinking I could just grab him and go. I was also out all the credits he was gonna pay me. That's where you came in. I figured, why not 2 for the price of 1? I didn't realize it was gonna turn into a whole thing.
So, now you know my true intentions for leaving. And given the circumstances,
thank you. I'm good.
I may be here for some time. My hope now is to make the best of it here.
I'm playing not in a hurry. This game. Thinking about what to answer and what to ask.
I suppose I owe you that much. The truth is, the scaled citadel was the last straw. My people are so blinded by faith and politics, they don't see how it's destroying us. Anasko Varun eliminated half our population in the blink of an eye. My sister Vashti among them. I could no longer live in a society that won't put its people first. That would destroy itself in the name of a god that has done nothing for us. Hello? You were saying? Perhaps you are lucky then. It's not easy to watch people you love blindly follow a path that leads to their destruction. I hope you can see why I want to walk away from all this. To start my own life. I ask that you give me that chance. No. I can't go back. I want nothing to do with that life. You're right. It's something I've strongly considered. After losing my sister and so many others, you may be right. I've never considered that. All right. I concede. I can see how I may have acted abruptly. Vashti's death. So much devastation. So much loss. But will my father even take me back? Returning to Dazra is something I can hardly believe myself. So point made. I'll need to make some preparations before I return. Gathering my things and making sure Bella and Boris are taken care of. I'll be along shortly.
Same here. I'm going to stick around and help Varric out. Besides, I don't think I want to be around when you report back to Victor. Do me a favor and find me later at the Herald's Rest.
I'll be along shortly.
Let's put on his fitted business suit or his business suit on him. Okay, and drink something to have a higher persuasion chance. And go to the road. Go there. Let's try to persuade him. FPS. Okay, let's use something to have a higher persuasion chance. It's not bad. Okay, let's drink Poza. Have a higher persuasion chance. Or something. This one. Maybe he will have success.
I miss our home, but the keep shall do. Since the incident, full dedication is even more
Apologies,
necessary.
but you're not clear to purchase from me.
Remain ever vigilant. All must serve.
Well? What news do you bring, Diviner?
Serpent, be merciful. You spared him.
Is this true? You allowed a traitor to live. Did what?
Victor, this is great news. Truly, the Great Serpent has guided him back to you.
Well, not exactly the Great Serpent, but I have returned nonetheless. Father, I admit I had no intention of coming back, but the Diviner found me. He helped me see under a different light. Will you forgive me?
Victor, how dare you stall when your son has asked your forgiveness?
Ha! I have been nothing but a real father to this boy.
Father, I have returned out of love and support for you and House Vital. I am ready to dedicate myself fully.
Do you have any idea the trauma you have caused me? The damage you could have wrought upon this house?
It was never my intention to harm you or this house. Losing Vashti. So much devastation. I feared we devoted ourselves blindly to a path that would lead to our end. I let my emotions get the best of me. I lost my way, but I have returned. Repentant and ready to serve.
Perhaps you are right. Varric, I have always seen myself in you, son. Even the weaker emotional side. Much like your aunt does for me, I know Vashti did for you. She was your anchor. It should be no surprise how her death drove you away.
Thank you, Father. All I ask is for your understanding and forgiveness.
And you shall have it.
It's good to have you back with us, Varric.
You put my son back on the right path and guided him home. My responsibilities are far greater than being a simple parent. I did what I could to the best of my ability. Now that he has returned, Varric and I will use this moment to move forward. House politics vary drastically from the settled systems, but I understand your point.
And perhaps we could even learn by keeping those in mind.
Now, if you all will excuse us, there is something I wish to discuss with the Diviner alone.
Come, Varric. Let us get you resettled.
Now that we have a bit more privacy, I wanted to discuss the matter of any traitors among us. Did you find anyone who aided my son in his treachery? Good. Unfortunately, I have heard ramblings among the people of Varric's disappearance. Wardens are dealing with the matter as we speak. But, while not the orders given, you restored this house and have my gratitude. Here, the access code that Ekris needs to connect to the power grid. Now go. Obviously, my son and I have much to discuss.
Thank you. Can he buy and sell items now? Not. What is this elevator? What will him? Choose floor.
Sorry, but you will have to get approval before you can buy any weapons from me.
The barracks are so...
Have to hold here. Oh, to go to her back again. Okay. Go to her back. What is it? They built it.
The morning device may be our one and only chance to reach Anasco and save Dazra. Did Victor finally relinquish the access code? Excellent. We'll finally have the resources to fully charge the morning device. Now, let's hope House Dul Kef is as forthcoming as the others.
Now we have to hold to another persons. Go to another house. Where are they?
We must rebuild Dazra to its former
One
glory.
more mission.
Except we can't build without construction
That's
materials
great.
and resources.
Haven't been here.
I would think the conversation starts there.
I apologize, but with the Cataclysm, the investigation has been slow going.
How convenient.
You're putting the growth before the horns! The issue is not the supplies, it's the workforce! This may sound weird, but if we could reunite with some of the exile from House Malim...
Careful, Envoy. It means nothing if those who lend a hand are holding a knife.
Not to mention, they're completely sloughing mad. What? Too soon? It's only been about 50 years.
For now, let me see what I can find out regarding the missing supplies. It's possible they were lost in the tragedy along with everything else, but I don't know for sure. Once that is sorted, we can revisit this debate.
Of course.
Let's do this quest.
First the Cataclysm, now this. There's too much going on right now. Pray that I could, but right now I need more time, not less. I'm sorry if I seem a bit flustered. Things have been chaotic since the Cataclysm, and now word of missing supplies. But that doesn't excuse my rudeness. Let me at least introduce myself. My name is Kezrani Dul Kef. I work as an executor for House Dul Kef. I'm not someone in power, if that's what you think. Still, my work is important and allows me to meet all manner of people. Which is what I assume brings you to me? Do you need assistance? In that case, maybe you can help. It's about the supply shortage. there may be a reason for it beyond the cataclysm itself. A week ago, my cousin Ukaru came to my office concerned about a series of lost shipments. He was certain someone was using the tragedy as cover to steal supplies and route them to our enemies. I'm not sure. The message was vague, and there are many who would want to do us harm. Yes, but given the seriousness of the accusation, the proof must be irrefutable. So I told my cousin to return with more evidence, and when I didn't hear back, I assumed that was the end of it. But this morning, I received a slate from a courier. It was from Ukaru. It was worrying, to say the least. Of course. Let me explain. The contents were cryptic. He mentions a possible conspiracy and being followed and, well, I hate to say it, but I'm starting to panic. He hasn't shown up to work in days, and the timing of all this feels suspicious. But if he is in danger, I don't know if it's safe for me to investigate. I need someone disconnected from the noble houses. Vital supplies for the city, which given the cataclysm is a wide breadth of things. Construction materials, medical kits, food. The loss of all this is a great cause for concern, given the state of the city. The slate Ukaru sent via courier is light on details, but he did say that one of the noble houses may be involved, which, if true, would emphasize the need for discretion and an outside party. Ukaru's workstation is likely your best bet. He's been working in the rehabilitation unit on the 3rd floor of the Halls of Healing. If you run into any issues with access, hand this slate to my fellow executors. Once you locate him, report back to me. I've got a meeting at House Kadik later, but I shouldn't be hard to track down. Hopefully you'll find my cousin alive and safe.
Excuse me, Diviner. Can I have a word? Thank you for stopping to talk to me. My name is Lijana Dulkev. Normally, I would ask how I can help you, but under the circumstances, I'm the one who needs help. I oversee the delivery of goods to those living outside the city. Unfortunately, I lost one of my couriers to the recent catastrophe. I have sought a replacement, but extra hands are in desperately short supply. I see that you understand. I wouldn't normally seek help from someone I don't know. However, I am not above admitting my situation. The truth is, this is about more than just a business transaction. It is very important to me that someone makes these deliveries as soon as possible. The delay has been too long already. If the situation is not resolved soon, the people will begin to lose faith in us. I cannot allow that. It is my duty to uphold our high standards. Time is wasting, so I will get to the point. I would like you to be my new courier. Our deliveries are paid upon arrival. You can keep the payments for yourself. The Ministry of Commerce has a sterling reputation, and it is my duty to uphold it, no matter the cost. Please tell me that you will accept. Don't force me to beg on my knees where all can see.
Yeah, I'll take the job.
Ah, you have lifted a great weight from my shoulders. I thank you. Here are the packages. One is for Alikcha Dalka, who you can find at a nearby growth farm. Another is for Firan Nostal, who is working on some repairs at Hamati Station. The last is for Lazim Balian, who can be found at the shrine to the north of the city. May the Great Serpent grant you swift and safe travels.
We'll deliver it later.
I'm not sure what to make of you.
The guards overheard my neighbor forsaking the Great Serpent. What a fool. I have not seen him in days.
If you do not need medical assistance, I suggest you move along.
We are stretched razor thin as it is.
Diviner?
Are a herald, are you not? Is it not your job
Serpent's
to help
Grace, are you a new
Why
volunteer?
will you not help my family?
I was told you'd be coming yesterday. Or was it today? By Jinan. What day even is it?
Other patients are in more dire circumstances and require assistance.
Already? By the herald, you're right. Which means time is at a premium. My name is Vasilis. I am a herald's assistant. Or I was, until the cataclysm took out much of the city and half of the people with it. Now I'm part healer, caretaker, warrior. The list goes on and on. There's a lot of work. I am still wrapping my head around the scope. You don't need Jinan's sight to see things are bad. No, bad is the wrong word. What happened here was tectonic. And while the wounded are being tended to, I'm most concerned with those in the city who haven't sought help. What we need is for people to check in on the elderly and the infirm. Thank you. There are many in need. But I would like you to start with Regan Oeda. His home is not too far from here, near the Halls of Obedience. I need two things. One, see if he's okay. And two, make sure he's taking his medicine. Plus, it will be good for him to see a friendly face, to give his spirits a lift. In Dazra, violence is a part of life, starting from the day we are asked to sacrifice our growths. So much of our service is dedicated to bloodshed, and I grew tired of it. I wanted to perform miracles of a different kind, but I don't know if I am capable of such things. Under normal circumstances, yes. Under these circumstances, the concept of overworked doesn't exist. About that. So, I was on the fast track to be a herald once upon a time. Emphasis on the was. Turns out I'm a bit squeamish when it comes to blood and viscera. So for now, if you're hurt, talk to Hantan Irara. She's far more qualified. That's not to say I won't be capable someday. It's my dream, after all, to become a herald. But one cannot serve the house without first carving the dagger. It's to help with his memory. It's a bit scattered already, and he has trouble remembering where he left things. I've heard stories that he's taken to hoarding. That doesn't sound good, but maybe it'll help him keep his mind busy. Just trying to think of the bright side, sort as that may be around here. He's long in the tooth and a tad absent-minded. So, don't worry about distracting him.
He'll do that all on his own. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
Were our sins really so great that we deserved this?
Need help? You and everyone else. Oh, it's you. Let me make one thing very clear. You will receive no preferential treatment. No free treatments, no free supplies. We barely have enough as it is. Good. Please understand, I have not been myself lately. You found me at a bad moment. The stress of everything is becoming overwhelming, but that is no excuse to act like I just did. I apologize. I appreciate that. Now, may I help you with something? Let me see what I am dealing with. You will be fine, really. Please, only purchase what you need. If you'll excuse me then. Have all the supplies been inventoried?
Yes, I've completed that now.
Our sins must have been considerable for the great...
Obedience is paramount.
Let's deliver those parcels. Or go to Raging Wella, who is he? She. Right. Ah, he switches off. Switch it off.
Now, where did I put it? Serpent's tongue. I'm getting tied up with my own system. It says here, senbei. Rice crackers. Did I mean a crack in the wall? Cracking a code? Tough nut to crack?
What's this thing? It's a seed accelerator that will help you grow your plants. We have one at the orphanage. You mean like spies? No, I mean like green things that grow out of the ground. Ah, yes. Envies. They're green with. Just a reminder, I'll be over tomorrow to help organize your things. The trash goes into the bin, but the clutter we can place on the shelves. We'll get everything sorted and just how you like it. Love you and see you soon.
Oh, hello. Have we met before? Oh, well, in that case, it's nice to meet you. And I apologize for the mess. I've been trying to keep everything here sorted. The problem is that it's... Oh, that would be grand. This seems more like a two-person job. With my system and your gusto, we'll find exactly what I'm looking for. Whatever it was. Well, my keycard for one, socks for another, and One more thing. Something important, I think. No, but I'll know it when I see it. I think. Oh, several things. I just don't recall what they are. Maybe it was for Dora? I'm sorry. I'm so forgetful these days. Not my socks, but socks. He's a dog plushie. White as a pair of socks, if I recall correctly. Of course, no guarantee that I do. Yes, I pick a word that reminds me of another word, and that makes me remember where it is. There might be a slate around here that has more details. Maybe look around for those. Excuse me.
You keep too many notes. It's confusing.
It makes sense to me.
It just looks like word spaghetti. Like, why does this say keycard? Rock thrown at my face.
Duck.
Huh?
When someone throws a rock at you, you duck. I keep my keycard under it, in the sink. And sinks make me think of sinking. That's what happens to forgotten memories. They sink into the depths of your brain.
Hachinan, that's a terrible system.
Oh, what do you have?
You'll never guess what I found.
There.
It's a music box.
Music box? Oh, that old thing? It probably doesn't even work anymore.
Well, that's because you never sing to it.
Pardon?
You have to train this kind of box. You fill it with a song, and it will remember the melody and play it back to you.
Oh, I don't know. Are you sure that's how it works?
Lost, alone, amidst the dreams, whispers, a voice sings for our trapped world, unheard.
That's a very catchy song. Hard to forget. Like an earbook.
Worms in your ears would be hard to forget.
I'm just saying, if I heard it, I would remember this day. Remember us. So would you, I think.
Well, I plan on sticking around for a while, but okay, deal. If something were to happen and we forget each other, we'll play this song to remember.
Deal.
Look, I know that you're running out of shelf space, but you really shouldn't put things on the hearth. There's a whole box of paper towels here for no reason. And don't get me started on the stuff in the cook pit.
Well, I don't put it there on purpose. I'm in the living room, and I need some place to put things, and it sort of happens. Also, I was trying to keep round things together. Round circle, round things. And Sox's helmet is round. I have a whole system based on word association.
It's no wonder you're always losing your things.
So, tell me about your kids. The ones at the orphanage.
I love them, but they can be difficult. There's this one boy, Rumarin, who won't stop misbehaving.
He sounds like a handful.
I need about 10 more hands and a cargo ship for that one.
I see.
Careful, don't knock over the vase.
What is that? A music box? I don't remember owning that. I wonder if it even works. Would you mind? I'm not very good with these things, but hopefully it still has a little bit of song inside.
How to play a music box.
This song... I can't. I remember now. This song. It's the one my granddaughter used to sing. She used to help me around the house, doing chores, tidying up, and then the accident happened. And I haven't seen her since. I know you mean well, but I can't keep doing this. The more I cling to the idea she's still alive, the harder it gets. If you don't mind, I have a favor to ask. Keep the music box with you. The song, it carries too many memories. And with it, a pain I wish to forget. Thank you. You need not do anything special with it. But I can't bear the sight of it now. If you'll kindly leave, I must get back to my things.
Just trying to survive one more day.
I can be a bit talkative, manic even. Apologies in advance. So, how did it go with Reagan? That's a relief. I hadn't seen him around lately, and my mind veered towards darker thoughts. I suppose I was just being paranoid. These days, it's hard to account for who's missing and who's gone. But the difference hardly matters. Loss is loss, no matter the form. In any case, thank you for doing this for me. I'm sure your visit helped him, if only for a moment. If you don't mind, can you come back in a day or two? I will have more work for you then. I most certainly will. Dazra's problems are many, but its character continues to shine through in people like yourself. Regardless, even if our paths do not cross again, Jinan bless you for your assistance.
Thank you. Let's deliver those puzzles.
The days can be long for a farmer, but there is nothing I'd rather do. Hello there. I don't know your face. Are you lost?
I've spoken with you before.
Oh, so Liljana finally found a replacement courier then. That's good news. She sounded nearly desperate in her last message. Well, friendly delivery person, I'll be your friendly package recipient. It's very sad what happened to the previous courier. His name was Shamid. He was a radiant soul, full of life and joy and dreams. All of it stolen away in the blink of an eye, to hear it told. Yes, I was. After making a delivery, he often stayed for a bowl of stew and tell me the news of the city. He would always have a new joke that he'd share. He had a gift for humor and telling stories. Sometimes, I would laugh so much that my sides would ache for hours. I will miss him. Oh, good. It's definitely the right package then. I spent a small fortune on these spices. They're some of the rarest we have, as well as the most pungent. Cooking is my great joy, and the proper use of seasonings is the most important part. Thank you for this. Oh, here's the payment. Farewell to you, stranger.
Thank you.
I have worked. Thought you'd catch me unaware, did you? Thought I'd be easy prey? Unless you want a hole in the middle of your chest, you'd better turn around and start walking. I suppose you could have put a bullet in the back of my head easy enough. There's no end of trouble out here lately. We've got pirates and spacers circling like vultures looking for easy pickings. And that's to say nothing of those fanatics. Has the Great Serpent abandoned us? I don't know. Perhaps. Because the only thing that annoys me less than pestering strangers is my work. Machines and structures don't waste my time with stupid questions. I know the courier well, and you're not him. Tell me the name of the person who sent you, and prove that you are not a liar. Fine, so you're telling the truth. I won't apologize for my manner. Trust does not come easily for me in these dark days. That, and the constant pain in my back makes me poor company. I know. I fix machines because they don't try to start a conversation. I prefer the quiet. But now, at last, my medicine has arrived. The Serpent knows I've gone too long without it. No doubt he hears my loud swearing when I struggle to get out of my bed every morning. I needed it many days ago. But that is not your fault. Take your credits and leave me in peace. Talking just makes me more irritable. And before you ask, yes, such a thing is possible.
There's another one. Let's take a look again. Is it a bug? Let's go. Where does marker show? Is it? Let's see.
My brother lost his wife and home in the catastrophe. Oh, how can anyone be the same after that?
Diviner.
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 Quite a view. Welcome, my friend. Are not the beauty and majesty of nature truly splendid? There is serenity here that cannot be found in the city. It is the ideal place to contemplate the secrets and mysteries of the cosmos. A kindred spirit, then. Wonderful. Let us share a... Now close your eyes. Do you feel that? It is the presence of the Great Serpent, omnipotent and all-seeing. Such divine communion purifies us and makes us strong. You may think this is a chance meeting, but I know the truth. The Great Serpent has a plan for us all, my friend, and this encounter is a part of it. Solijana has at last found a new courier. Great Serpent be praised. This package of dried and salted groat's meat will sustain me in my contemplations. So captivated am I by the Serpent's mysteries, I sometimes go days without remembering to eat. I know it's customary to pay upon receipt, but let me pose you this question. If we carry out the will of the Great Serpent, is that not the greatest reward of all? Compared to such divine favor, the worth of a few credits is a mere pittance. Very well, but you should know that an obsession with material goods does harm to the soul. Here is your payment. Go in peace, my friend.
Perhaps it is not so where you are from, but we demand law and order here. Remember that.
Salutations.
You must send someone out there. This apparition must be dealt with.
It is my top priority, I assure you. But it is dangerous the further you step away from the city. We will need someone qualified to assist.
I do
What
not
about
have time to
yourself?
treat you at the
Are
moment.
you not trained in the Herald's arts?
Well, technically, I'm still an apprentice. But what you speak of is akin to an exorcism, and we know little about how these phantoms exist in our world. Even a fully trained herald may not be equipped to deal with this phenomenon.
By Genon's word, has the Great Serpent left us with nothing to defend ourselves? This is an ill omen indeed.
You must keep the faith, and in doing so the reward will come. You see? All is not lost. My friend here may be just the person we need. Oh, your timing could not be better. We have a situation.
It's an urgent matter. There's a spirit haunting the old orphanage.
A vortex phantom, to be clear. But be that as it may, we now have a headwind for your case. From what I've heard, my friend here is quite famous for dealing with exactly your type of problem.
Is that so? You've handled these phantoms before? Then the stars speak true. Serpent bless your arrival. Vasilis, you can learn a thing or two from this one.
I hate to say it, but you're right. I must defer to my friend here. One thing does trouble me, however. The way you describe this phantom, it seems almost docile. From what I've heard, they are incredibly dangerous.
I don't know. It didn't even look at me. It stood by itself near the window, but I only caught a glimpse of it from afar.
That is not the behavior I'd expect, given what we know about these things. They are haunting the old orphanage. Until recently, it was a refuge for lost children, but had closed down due to a lack of volunteers. In the past few weeks, there have been rumors of people squatting there and using the building as housing. Given its history, it doesn't surprise me that a wayward soul would go back there, if they sought to be found.
A wayward soul? Surely we should not give such merciful terms to this thing. It haunts the orphanage and is a clear danger to anyone who may have been inside. It was once an orphanage for young children who lost their parents. The children were raised there and eventually guided into service by the Ministry of State. It was run by a handful of donors and local volunteers like the Ueda girl. But it closed down months ago. I'm afraid I did not get close at all. The ground surrounding the orphanage is collapsing. There may be other dangers and perhaps even phantoms nearby. But my concern is for anyone who may have been living in the building. Yes, the old orphanage is ill-fated, that much is certain. Even before the city was lost, I once asked the heralds to read the star scales and bless the children there. Instead, they spoke of malicious portents. Now I wonder if the land itself is cursed. Great Serpent, protect us from evil.
I pray that the Great Serpent will deliver us from our hardships soon.
I confess, I'm still adjusting to my new role. Diviner, I'm glad to see you. Malibor has kept me informed of the situation. The deadlock of the High Council. I hope your presence here means things have changed. Straight to business. The Ministry of Commerce would have suited you well. I'm pleased that the Council is once again working towards a solution. It felt wrong not to help. Do you know where I was when it happened? The incident, they call it. I was in the temple next door, conversing with my cousin. I was in the middle of replying to him about... you know? I don't even recall. Some meaningless bit of family drama, I am sure. One moment, he was there, and the next, gone. My cousin, the floor, the wall, just gone. I found myself looking out at the scaled citadel, unable to comprehend. And now, here I stand, the elder of House Dulkev. Lucky? Perhaps. I have been pondering it. Whether luck is a consideration if the Great Serpent guides all things. You cannot imagine it. A single moment of pure, terrible silence. A meter's distance was all that separated me from whatever has become of Dazra. I find that through all the chaos and the scrambling since, my mind drifts back to that moment. I could be gone as well. But here I remain, spared. And I do not know why. And where is this forward leading? I'm sorry. I should shoulder my own burdens, not force them upon you. I've grown so tired of the Council squabbling, and I want no further part in it. I have no demands, no requests. All must serve, and House Dulkev is no exception. The Speaker has always been the guiding light of House Varun. In his absence, it is of no surprise that some would find themselves lost, stumbling in the dark. Here is what I can tell you. Sometime before our current calamity, Enesco Varun approached me looking for information about his grandfather's time. He was frustrated at the lack of progress. House Dulkev keeps extensive records, you see. While I was never told the exact reason behind the inquiry, I was able to deduce a fair amount. I provided him with the shipping manifests from the time of the Serpent's Crusade, materials and equipment that suggested some highly specialized research. I told Enesco where those materials had been sent. Weeks later, well, you've seen the Citadel. You know as well as any where we are now. The timing is too close to be coincidence. Enesco returned from the site in unusually good spirits. He boasted of something called the Vortex Interlock, and that it was the key to unlocking some new unseen potential. Whatever records exist of this interlock were swallowed up with the Citadel. And as for the original site, executors were sent, but did not return. And we can spare no more casualties. So I suggest you visit Malin Dam to the southeast. I believe it is more than it seems. It is the only place to learn more about these vortex interlocks and what connection they may have to the events at the Citadel. And should your search be fruitful, make sure it is known that House Dulkev was proud to serve when called upon.
Do you think we will all be okay?
Like me. I have not seen my sister
They are
in
so
days.
pretty. I cannot wait.
Pray nothing has
I want
happened to
tattoos
her.
just like yours.
When you are older, you can get them. I think they will suit you better than me.
Does it hurt when you get them?
It is uncomfortable, but it is not as bad as you think. And you are stronger than I am, so it should not bother you at all.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Diviner.
I miss being able to play with my friends. Hello. Hi.
Food?
If you require aid, hand to Hero.
Okay, children. Does anyone know who succeeded Tinan Varun to become the next speaker? I'll even give you a hint. He had 2 sons, Jandar and Jarek. Oh, I know! Yes, Umaran. Who do you think it was? Jandar or Jarek? Neither. It was a giant groot named Borklebub. He came riding on the back of the Great Serpent and bit Jarek's head off. Well, that's not the worst answer you've given today. I'll consider that progress. In any case, lunch is over. Everyone take their bowls to the kitchen.
Where is he?
Okay, children. Does anyone know who succeeded Tinan Varun to become the next speaker? I'll even give you a hint. He had 2 sons, Jandar and Jarek. Oh, I know! Yes, Umaran. Who do you think it was? Jandar or Jarek? Neither. It was a giant groot named Borklebub. He came riding on the back of the Great Serpent and bit Jarek's head off. Well, that's not the worst answer you've given today. I'll consider that progress. In any case, lunch is over. Everyone take their bowls to the kitchen and clear the table.
How to get outside? Maybe the key is here. Maybe he wants this toy. Or what? I don't know. What if he just sit down? Let's wait a little. Maybe the key is outside. Do it again. Got to investigate the area. Where is the bulb? I don't know. Or maybe the key is in this bubble. Let's look attentively. Let's look attentively. Where is the key here? It needs a key. If he is under the tray or under the plate, I don't know. Or under the picture. He should be maybe here. No. What if there is another entrance? I see. Where is the key? I found this slate, but there is a key.
Chores. There's just so many dishes. Well, you don't have to do them if you don't want to. Yeah, but Miss Ueda says we can't go upstairs until we finish. But I know where she keeps the key card. It's on the top shelf, in the corner. See where I put the ladder? I don't think that ladder's high enough. Grown-ups really don't play fair. Well, that's why I put the footstool on the ladder. Then I can reach the top. That seems kind of dangerous. Are you sure the keycard's there? I don't see it anyway. It's in the jam jar. Ew, gross. So you have to dip your hand in jam to get it? No, that's the trick. The jar isn't actually full of jam. Whoa.
What a hint. Where is a jar of jam? Okay. It's not so long. Orphanage bell. Let's see, what is it?
Alright, children. It's time for bed. But Miss Ueda, what if we need you for something? Yeah, like if there was a fire, or even worse, a water. Well, in the event of an emergency, we'll want to follow the drills we practiced. But what if it wasn't an emergency? What if I stubbed my toe? Yeah, what if I stubbed his toe? What if the Great Serpent came down and said, we need you to stay up past your bedtimes and stubbed everyone's toes? What then? Now, children. If there's any reason you need me, no matter how small, just ring the bell and I'll open the door. Like this? That's right, Zora. But try not to abuse the privilege.
Ring the bell.
place, caged here, longing for a love that holds no time nor place here. We touch walls that lead a faceless path. Leaving prints streaked along faded glass. I wander this place that calls to feel once more the gentle warmth of your hand softly as the rain falls.
One of the helpers was taken away last night. They accused him of heresy. I know better than to argue, but now we're severely understaffed. I hate to spend less time with Grandpa, given he's always forgetting things, but the children need me.
Anything here? Okay, let's go back.
All must serve.
Will I ever see my family again?
What could we have possibly done to deserve this? What angered him so?
Thank you again for helping me with Reagan. Anything new to report? Were you able to remove the Phantom?
Oh, please. I hope you bring good news. You did. Serpent's tail bless you.
Oh, I'm grateful you were able to handle this situation. With the city in turmoil, I'm more or less anchored to this spot.
Strange. That sounds an awful lot like an excuse. But no matter. Your friend is a person of action, and for that, I am grateful.
Yes, as am I. In fact, I think you deserve a reward for your efforts. Here, in appreciation for your assistance. There's still much to do,
Thank you.
but I feel confident with volunteers like yourself, we are trending in the right direction. Maybe. I knew this trial would force me to grow as a healer, but I didn't anticipate the way it would. I haven't changed at all in terms of my healing skill or knowledge of prayer, but that isn't the only way to heal people. You showed me I can heal others by connecting people, not just through medicine. So, in that sense, yes, I feel I have learned much. Oh, I wouldn't ask you to give any more time than you've already offered. Part of being a good delegate is spreading out the work. We are all working as a team. Jinan, guide your steps.
The Great Serpent will deliver us from this. I know it.
Had to turn away a mother. Diviner?
Is it urgent or can it wait?
It's another clinic.
Welcome to the Alteration Clinic. Welcome to the Alteration Clinic, where you can change your look to change your life. I am not allowed to call it that, but where you are from, that is what you would call a shop like mine. Even those in Dazra are surprised. The shop was set up by my father not so long ago, after he came to acquire the machine. The Alteration Clinic is still a novelty to a lot of people here. I must admit, I am excited that you've stopped by. Maybe a customer from the settled systems can add an air of legitimacy to my little operation here. Be seeing you.
You can't get in there, not unless you have a card. It's fine. It was built extra strong, and the railings are all sturdy. There aren't any sharp edges. So, you're trying to get in there? You're not the first person to come here recently, you know? Anasco Varun himself was here. I saw him, but he didn't talk to me. And there were too many other people around him. They all looked really serious. I heard he disappeared. Is that true? I never saw him come back out of the dam. But I did see them go in. They had cards that let them open the door. I found one after they'd left. I thought about using it, but I didn't want to get in trouble. Kavil said I should give it to him for safekeeping. So I did. Maybe he'll let you have it. Okay, good luck.
Cynthia, indeed. Man.
I would say you caught us on a bad day, but they're all like this. I would ask for news of the city, but I think I prefer not to know. No offense, but it's not your property. I only wish to serve, I swear. You are right, though. Here, take it.
Thank you.
Father says this is all going to be mine someday. Father says the Great Serpent watches over us all the time. I'm not worried. Besides, no one ever comes around here anymore anyways.
Let's heal and eat and drink. Let's explore it again. Anything useful here? Go. Go. Dangerous environment, it's better to put on a hazmat suit. What is it? His boost pack, he can fly for long distances. Oh, this is open. Need something to repair. He needs to repair something. And the spot is so much easier. And what? How to repair it?
Warning. Power fluctuations detected. Rerouting to compensate. Drainage pump control bypassed.
Maybe it's better to save the game. What next? Let's explore what is here after draining.
You are not welcome here. You will leave immediately. This is your only warning. I guard these halls with my brothers and sisters, until the shrouding. None are allowed here, including you. I do not care what you think you need. Junon Baron himself charged us with the protection of this facility. It was his last order, and it will be carried out. Yes, I know this Nasco. He visited, reinforced his grandfather's order. The work done here must be safeguarded, protected, never permitted to leave. None but the Speaker may decide otherwise. And you are not the Speaker. You were warned. You did not listen. There is not. The Speaker's orders will be carried out. You must die.